All right, episode 1.
Yep.
Tanuki cast.
Hi, I'm Morrow,
I'm Zach.
and this is Tanuki Cast, episode 1.
Let's do it. Let's get in here. Big news this week. First off, I saw Logan. Mm-hmm. What'd you think?
I loved it. It wasn't like the most mind-blowing movie, but it was a really good movie.
I fucking loved it.
Yeah.
Well, and I was talking to my wife about this, and we were like, Hugh Jackman has become our Wolverine, and like he was the first big actor to like commit himself to being the character that he was portraying, as opposed to being like, for instance, I hate Halle Berry as Storm. I think she's absolute dog shit because she's not Storm. She's just Halle Berry.
She was kind of always miscast.
In a white wig.
Yeah.
But Hugh Jackman like really did commit to the character, and I thought it was an awesome send-off for him as a character.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It was... I loved that all of these Marvel movies, there's the Disney Marvel, and then there's the Marvel, X-Men, whatever. I love that they know genre. And this is Wolverine, Western.
Yeah.
Wolverine is a Western hero, good, bad, and the ugly, man with no name, but he's also a samurai.
Which are also like Westerns.
Yeah, absolutely. And they know their genre. And, I mean, almost literally so. There's the movie Shane is in the movie. It just knows its genre. And I think that's... really important.
Yeah, I agree. And one of the things that when they were first showing off that movie, everybody kind of critiqued it as The Last of Us with Wolverine. What were your thoughts once you saw the film? How correct or incorrect you felt that to be?
It is very much like The Last of Us, but The Last of Us is also knows its genre, and The Last of Us is a modern Western.
Yeah, well, it's also a kind of a road trip movie too,
yeah.
Right? Yeah, I mean, I thought as far as the critique was concerned, it is correct, because the core question is how far are you willing to go for someone that you don't really care for initially.
Yeah.
And I thought it was good, but that's pretty much where the similarities end.
Yeah.
Even the beard, I felt like
Hugh
Jackman,
yeah, it's Joel.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman really didn't look that much like Joel to me in the end, but yeah, I mean, I'm glad that this is the last Wolverine movie, because I don't think that Hugh Jackman should be maintaining those gains. He's
ripped, man.
Dude, he's way too ripped for 50-something years old. Like, he's old as fuck. I don't know how he's keeping those gains all day.
Oh, dude, I don't know. It's like he's more fit now than he was. If you look at the first X-Men movie, like he's like skinny.
That guy is yoked. I mean... Anyway, so I want Hugh Jackman to hang it up, because I'm afraid for his heart.
It's time for as much as he's great. It's time, like James Bond. It's like time for a new Wolverine.
And too, I'm glad too that they made this movie, because the last movie that they made, I can't remember the name of that Wolverine film.
The Wolverine.
The Wolverine.
Yep.
It was just not a good. It wasn't that terrible of a film, I didn't think, but
no,
it wasn't a good send off for him. And I'm glad that he got his moment to like really show off some acting chops, and it was a good script,
and actually having some chops like with his blades. Actually get violent Wolverine.
Yeah. Well, and I'm actually not that big of a fan of comic book films becoming more and more violent, like with the success of Deadpool and stuff. I have some misgivings about it, but I thought it was appropriate for Wolverine because of his kind of newfound
some comic book
mortality.
Movies need a little bit of violence in terms of, because if they made a Punisher movie, the next Punisher movie,
agreed,
without violence, I'd be like, what are you doing?
Yeah, right. But I don't necessarily think that. I mean, I guess to me the cautionary tale is with Christopher Nolan having so much success with Batman, and then that sheen kind of getting put on all of the DC universe.
Dark.
I just didn't agree with it.
Get dark. Get serious.
Yeah, and I feel like the same thing may happen with. I hope that's not the lesson from Wolverine and Deadpool, but it might
both be. Very successful rated R superhero movies.
Yeah. Did you see the preview for Deadpool 2?
Yeah.
Where it takes him forever to get changed.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Oh man, it was fucking.
And it's
so
great
funny.
because Deadpool and Wolverine, if Hugh Jackman does come back, it should be just for a small cameo. In Deadpool. Too.
Agreed.
Because Deadpool and Wolverine have a great
foil.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good foils for each
Yeah.
other. Okay, speaking of comic book news, Injustice 2,
Yeah.
Firestorm got announced.
Firestorm. I every fighting game like Smash Brothers or Injustice, I'm like, oh, who we get to play as now?
Yeah.
And that's like the best part. It's like new characters who you
Yeah,
get to
and
play as.
they're I think NetherRealm Studios is doing a great job of putting out some very interesting choices from the DC universe.
Yeah.
They've got Swamp Thing's going to be in it, which
Yeah.
I think's awesome. Black Canary's going to be in it, which not exactly, a well-known character. I'm really excited about that game, and it's going to have like 50-something characters day
awesome.
one.
That's great.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I love that. I like downloadable content when it actually does something. Like a brand new character in Smash Brothers is like I'd pay for that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and people did,
Yeah, I did. Yeah, on both 3DS and the Wii.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just love that they're already having a lot of characters to begin with. I'm not the biggest fighting game person because I kind of suck at it.
Yeah.
But I did like Injustice.
Yeah, well, and
I like the story was good actually for a fighting game.
Oh man, and the comic books are actually really good. The second and third year I read, and they're really good. But yeah, I'll agree. The story was great, but the great thing about Injustice was that you didn't have to be good at fighting games to play that game.
Yeah.
It was a lot simpler, a lot more boiled down. And then it doesn't also have that violence factor that MKX can kind of turn people off from. 'Cause, dude, that game is gruesome.
Oh, the Conan Let's Play on the Super Bowl where they're playing Mortal Kombat is like
Yeah, I didn't watch
amazing.
it, but I'm sure it's good.
It's so funny because the violence, they're just like
what?
shocked.
Yeah.
Marshawn Lynch is kind of my hero of mine.
Shocked and appalled.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, another big news: the Capcom. What was it called? Can you look
The
it up?
Disney Afternoon
Disney Afternoon
collection, which is great.
Oh man, it's super exciting. I'm just a little disappointed that it's not going to have a physical release, at least at first. They probably will do one later. Definitely worth the $20 price tag though.
I like physical releases a lot.
Yeah.
Obviously. I mean,
Well, yeah, exactly. Well, and so it's going to be Chippendale 2,
DuckTales,
DuckTales 2,
Darkwing Duck,
Tailspin, and Darkwing Duck.
Yeah, Darkwing Duck's a great. I mean, everyone remembers Chippendale and DuckTales as the great games. Darkwing Duck's a great game too.
He's also the best character.
Yeah, oh yeah,
I fucking love Darkwing Duck.
Yeah,
so good.
Yeah, he definitely gets dangerous.
Let's get dangerous.
Dangerous.
That song was so good. That
It
intro.
really is.
Actually, all
Chippendale
those songs
is a great song.
Well, and
DuckTales.
DuckTales, fuck.
Tailspin.
Yeah, good song.
Spin it. Let's begin it. It's Tailspin's not as great of a game, but it's still a good game. Mm-hmm. But it's not. You can't compare. Chippendale 1 and 2 is great. DuckTales 2 is great.
Well, and I don't know if you heard about this too.
All of them.
What your thoughts are, but they're gonna actually have a rewind feature on the games. So if you miss your jump or whatever, then it will just rewind it.
Some people do not like, that you can have save states. It's kind of cheating.
Yeah.
Some people, like James and Mike, they like to play the actual game. That's kind of, and I understand that. But man, some games, especially Capcom, can be so hard.
Yeah, I think it's just. I mean, I think it's just all about like how do you want to stamp your gamer card? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so if I don't think it takes away from the experience. So
No.
Why not? I mean,
Yeah, and it's just if it makes the game more enjoyable to you, then
or broadens the audience.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and my hope is like lately we've been getting some collections again. Like we went through a slew of collections, kind of at the beginning of the PS3 era, at the end of the PS2 era. I'm hoping that we'll start getting some more collections of not necessarily the same games again, but more games because like I love that Sega Genesis collection on the PS3.
Yeah,
that was super strong, and so many games that I literally will never play otherwise.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I love the variety of those collections. I love that they're the HD remastering is great, and I want more of these collections on handheld.
Yeah.
We talked about handheld before and how much we love handheld.
Yeah.
And,
well, and it would make sense too. Like all those games are all pure gameplay, right?
Yeah.
They're not. There's no story to like kind of sit through, so they're perfect for that. Turn on and
Perfect,
play.
yeah.
Turn it back off. So